Hello everyone, Christos here, and welcome to another day in my life. The topic for today is why should we focus on stimulation over strengthening? I remember back when I was a physio student many years ago, giving out exercise handouts to people who had so-called weak muscles, and these exercises were focused on strengthening and not stimulating. What I found over time is that stimulating is by far the more effective way compared to strengthening if the goal is better functional performance and better muscular performance. So, strengthening versus stimulation. Strengthening looks to shorten the muscle. It can also look to lengthen it, but many strengthening exercises really focus on this side of things. Whereas to stimulate, it's to actually lengthen the muscle, put the muscle under tension. As an example, if someone has knocked knees, they have likely been told their glutes are weak and that their glutes need to be strengthened. So the knees being in towards the midline of the body to strengthen the glutes, because the role of the glute in its contraction is to pull the leg away. We could focus on pulling the leg away using the gluteal muscles, which makes logical sense. But to stimulate is actually to do the opposite. It's to encourage inward movement of the leg. So why is stimulation better than strengthening? Well, muscles can only perform well in function when they are lengthened first, when they can move through a full range of motion. To understand this, we must understand the role of the muscle. So in motion, if we look at the hip here, as we go to take a step forwards, there is going to be, or there should be, opening of the joint first, because joint opening is what allows muscles to react and catch stress. So it's the stretching of muscle that absorbs stress. So muscle is there to absorb stress and protect the joint from opening too far, which would maybe cause injury. So muscle gets stretched first in motion, and it's the stretching of the muscle that causes the contraction. So when we walk, we don't have contraction of muscle first. In order for it to contract and pull the leg out, it needs to actually be stretched first. So we need the stretching for the shortening to occur. So strengthening doesn't usually focus on the lengthening of muscle, but only the shortening. But in motion, we know we need the lengthening first in order to get the shortening. So for a knocked knee, if the knee doesn't know how to go in well, with the foot below doing its job, well then it won't allow the knee to move out well. So we can do as many of these hip abductor exercises, pulling the leg out. We can do as many as we want, but if this knee doesn't travel in well with a foot that is doing its job, then it won't be able to move outwards as we would like it to. So muscle shortening doesn't, or muscle strengthening doesn't enhance muscular performance unless the lengthening comes before. To feel this in your body, you can have a stand up and take a step forwards. And what you're going to look to do to feel this muscle stimulation is bring your weight forwards. Take the knee in towards the big toe and fall out into the outer hip. Here you should feel stimulation. And it's this stimulation that will then pull the leg out. So you might go for 5 good reps, bringing weight forwards via the belly button. Back knee is straight, heel can lift at the back leg. You're coming over the top of the front foot, allowing the knee to go towards the inside of the big toenail, falling into the outer hip. Feel the stimulation. This is stimulation, not strengthening, and then come back. In the walking cycle, the result of this would be this. Note that this leg out position is the same as you see here, but the only way the body's been able to achieve it is by getting the stimulation here first. So, we've looked at muscle strengthening versus muscle stimulation. What strengthening and stimulation are. We've looked at why stimulation is better, and I've given you an example of muscular stimulation. I guess just to put it out there, muscle strengthening can be lengthening tissue, but I've separated strengthening and stimulation here because many exercises that are given to people to work muscles are on more of the shortening side of things, which I'm coining strengthening, and most people are missing the lengthening, the stimulation. So if you can put more stimulation into your movement work or your rehab, it's likely you will get some really nice results. So start working on it. See if you can get some stimulation into your rehab. Think of how you could do that at the foot, the knee, the hip, like I've shown you there, and also higher up, the abdominals and into the neck. Every area of the body is there to actually be stimulated at different moments in the walking cycle to help protect the joint system and to help us move forwards in space. So our body is pretty amazing, and I think it's only right to explore it. I hope you've enjoyed this. Have a lovely day, and I look forward to talking about another topic soon.